Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is my everyday go-to makeup routine. If you haven't noticed, I've had a little change. The blonde was just too high maintenance for me, so I thought going back darker, more to my natural colour, would be best. Now I have a baby. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. So to start off my makeup routine, I'm going to be using the Ofra Cosmetics Cool as a Cucumber Primer. This doesn't have a lot in it, so I'm just going to have to take the lid off and scrape some out at the bottom. So I'm just applying that onto my face with the little pump thing, just because, like I said, I haven't got a lot left. This primer is so nice, like, it's so refreshing and it smooths out your skin so much. I actually love Ofra stuff, it's really, really nice. Their setting spray is so good as well, but I've run out of that. So for foundation, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution foundations. This one is Conceal and Define and this one is Conceal and Hydrate. This one's in F1 and this one's in F2. It doesn't matter that they're a different type of foundation, just because I'm only going to be using the tiniest bit of this one anyway. So I start with the lighter shade and just apply that onto my face. Now that I've got the lighter shade on my face, I'm going to be squirting the darker shade on my hand. And then I put my beauty blender directly into that and then onto my face. And I'm just going to use the darker colour to blend out with the lighter colour. Now I'm going to be going in with the Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer by Makeup Revolution again. I'm just going to be applying that under my eyes. Down my nose, on my chin, and a little bit between my eyebrows. Just going to blend that out. I also blend that onto my eyelids as well. Now that my concealer is all blended out, I'm using the Rimmel Match Perfection Loose Silky Powder. I've just got some in the lid, I'm just going to use a fluffy brush just to apply that onto my face. I basically just set where I've put concealer and places where I'd normally crease. So now that I've set my face, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown. And I'm also going to be using their 7B brush. I'm just going to start off by spooling my brows. And then I'm just going to get a little bit of product from the pot. Just dabbing it on the back of my hand just to make sure there's not loads and loads of product on the brush. To start off, I just outline the top of my brow. I don't go much higher than my actual hairs, so I don't overdraw it. And I just sort of like blend as well while I'm drawing that line. And then I'm going to do the same to the bottom of my brow. If you accidentally go off the line of your brow, you're going to be able to clean that up when you're carving your brows anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. So I'm just following my hairs and just drawing a line down to the end of my brow. I just start off really soft as well. You don't want to push down really hard and then just go a really harsh line. For the inner part of your brow, I just get the tiniest bit of product on the brush and I just draw a line just to meet where I've done the little line. I don't know if you can see that, but I just draw a little line. And then I just blend that upwards. I don't get any more product on the brush. You want this bit to be a little lighter than the rest of your brow. So now that I'm done with my brows, I'm just going to get a little bit of the concealer that I was using on the back of my hand. You only need a tiny bit. Then I'm using a really flat small brush just to carve out my brow. This is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe JH42 brush. You're just going to get a little bit of the product on the brush, make sure there's not loads and loads of concealer on it. And you're just going to draw a line under your brow and just clean it up a bit. I blend down as well whilst I'm doing it, just so I don't have a thick layer of concealer under my brow. You don't have to carve your brows, it's just what I like to do. And I'm just blending out that concealer with a beauty blender. I'm also going on top of the creased concealer on my eyelid as well. You're going to also make sure you want to just blend out the line as well, just so you can't see it. So now that my brows are done, I'm just going to be using a neutral shade out of this palette. This is the Origin palette by Beauty Bay, but it can be any palette in any shade. You just want to get like a lighter shade. I'm just going to get this shade right here, just to set your eyelids. I do just get my finger and wipe a little bit of the concealer off where my eyes normally crease. And then I'm just going to go in with that shade and apply that all over my lid. You want this shade quite similar to your actual skin tone or your foundation that you've used. I'm just blending that all over the eyelid, and it's also going to set the concealer that you used to carve your brows as well. So now that my shadow's done, I'm going to be zooming you guys out just so I can do the rest of my face. So for bronzer, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Back to Bronze bronzer. I'm just going to be using a fluffy brush. This one is the BH Cosmetics One brush. I think this was in a set though, so this probably isn't the actual name of it. So for blush, I'm using the Milani powder blush in the shade Romantic Rose. We're using a fluffy brush like this. This one's the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH06 brush. I'm just going to smile and apply that on my cheeks. I just applied a tiny bit on my chin and a tiny bit across my nose. I absolutely love blush. You don't have to use blush, but in my opinion it just brings the whole face together. I haven't got my usual setting spray that I'd normally use, which is the Ofra makeup fixer, but I'm just going to have to use this one because it's the only one I have right now. I'm just going to make sure my hair's out of the way. Just going to give it a shake. For highlighter, I'm going to be using the Ofra Cosmetics All of the Lights highlighter, and I'm just going to apply that onto my cheek. As you can see, it's a little bit more blinding just because of the wet base. So I'm going to apply that down the bridge of my nose and on the tip, and also on my Cupid's bow. I'm also just going to get a small brush. This one is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH39 brush. And I'm just going to get that in my inner corner. I also like just to blend it above and below as well. And I also put it on my brow bone. Next I'm going to be applying mascara. I'm just going to give my lashes a curl just before I do that. So for mascara, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. I really need to get some more new mascaras. These ones just don't give my eyelashes length. If you have any suggestions, please leave them down below. I think I always tend to buy the volume mascaras, but really I need a lengthening one. For my lipstick, I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Celebrity Skin Liquid Lipstick. I never outline my lips with a lip liner, but if you do that, then that is totally fine. I should probably do it, but I just don't have any lip liners. So now that I've applied the liquid lipstick, I'm using the H&B Cosmetics Can't Deal lip gloss. I'm just going to put that over the liquid lipstick. So that is my everyday makeup routine finished. This is pretty much my go-to makeup for anywhere I go. I'd wear this going out to eat or going out clubbing or something like that. I just don't like wearing lashes and stuff like that when I go out because they just fall off and they don't stick to the corner of my eye, which is so bloody annoying, so I just can't be arsed with all of that. So this is pretty much a simple look, just so I feel comfortable. Please like this video if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already. You can also turn on the bell to get notifications when I upload, if you want to see more videos from me. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye!